Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. So today we are doing another installment of Shop My Stash. So last week we were doing, I'm just gonna pan over here. We did the Natasha Denona My Dream palette. As you guys are aware, it's one of my unused palettes for that we filmed the video on. So we are working our way through what we have unused. So I used the My Dream palette this week. I've used every single shade in this palette, and I actually enjoyed every single shade in this palette, shockingly enough. It is a Natasha Denona midi-sized palette with 15 pans, which you guys know my new sweet spot for palettes is 20 or less palette shades. Like eyeshadow shades in a palette, 20 or less. That is my sweet spot. Anything over 20, I am not going to purchase anymore because I find that I don't have the capacity to use over 20 in a week. So My Dream, really good. Nice to catch on a sale, either when Natasha does her Black Friday deals or when Sephora has their sales. We have finished the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray from Charlotte Tilbury. At the last end of that, it started to get like this smell to it that was not appealing to me, so we're gonna chalk that one up as done because there's only like a little trickle left. The KVD Good Apple Full Coverage Serum Foundation, I actually enjoyed this a lot. I believe this is going to be a part of the Ulta 21 Day Beauty sale. So I am in the shade Tan 074. So if you are the same color or same skin tone as myself, then this is the shade I've gotten good. I can't even think. I've gotten good. What is the word I'm looking for? I can't even think right now. This is the color that suits me the best. Jeez, couldn't barely get that out. The All-Nighter Ultra Glow Face Primer from Urban Decay. I like this one. I have combination oily skin. It's a gel consistency, which I honestly find to be like, it's very it doesn't leave my skin oily or greasy, so I find that very appealing to me, that is how it turns out on my skin. So yeah, there's that. Next thing that we have on our list of things we used both the Sephora Best Skin Ever Full Coverage Multi-Use Concealer in the shade 33N under the eyes, and then we used the Lancome Tintidol All Over Concealer in the shade 495 to add a little bit of coverage. I liked it. I liked it. Of course, my lip products, I took out the Bobbi Brown one because that one kind of smelled funky. Have had it for a while, so that one is also going to be decluttered. Then we have the YSL, I believe this is like their Rouge Volupte Candy Glaze one. They've relaunched, renamed, reformulated, added some other things, but I enjoyed that one, so I'm going to keep using it. Fenty Beauty, what is this called? Berry Sangria Poutsicle. I enjoyed the shade. I substituted the Dior Lip Tattoo Longwear Color Tint in the shade 771 for the Bobbi Brown, and I love this lip tint. My MAC Sorry Not Sorry Powder Kiss Liquid Lip Color. I should have probably swatched this one before I added this into the rotation for this palette because it was quite hard because of, like, you know, that brownie orangey tint to match it with my berry color, but I made it work. Laura Mercier Translucent Face Setting Powder in medium deep in the glow formula. I use that for an all over finishing powder like I would my Hourglass Ambient Light, Radiant Light powder. I can't remember, dim light, whatever, but I liked it. Peach Perfect Caramel Translucent Setting Powder from Too Faced. I like it. It still smells good, smells like peach, so I'm still going to continue to use it. As you guys know, I'm trying to rotate through my products, so when they start to smell off to my nose, then they go. This is the ABH cream bronzer in Chestnut. I have a love-hate relationship with this bronzer. I like the color. The formula needs work. That's just, it's very patchy. It's hard to work with. The NARS one is so much better, and I truly appreciate the NARS one a little bit better than the ABH one. So if you're in the market for a cream bronzer, I would say either get the NARS or the Charlotte Tilbury cream bronzer, but that's just my personal preference. This is the MAC Vintage Grape Blush Ombre. This was, listen, MAC was setting trends when there were no trends to set. They were doing the ombre brush long before it became a trend, and that is one of their colors that they have. I think they've retired it now, which I think is not a good thing for them, because had they had it now, people would be flocking to it because that color is beautiful. The Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess, you guys know I use this. It broke, like 3 out of 10 for packaging. This is their dark. I'm gonna say 2 out of 10 for color, because this is the deepest they go, and this is their deep, and it's more like a tan. I just use this because the one from what's that called again? I just talked about it. The ABH one is really dark, so when I use this, it evens it out a little bit. But I'm gonna say, for as far as their like dark goes, not dark enough. But whatever. Moving on. Here we go with the Becca Champagne Pop. Still as beautiful as ever. So I enjoyed all of the products I used. I've decluttered 2 of the products I've used out of my rotation this week, so that's good. This is what we're doing this for. So let's move on to what we're using. We are going into the drawer this week because we haven't really been going all the way around in my eyeshadow palettes. So we want to make sure we have some well-rounded balance. We are going to go with the Makeup Just for Fun Flora Story palette. This is the last of the trio from the Legendary Diverse, not the one that's currently out. I did not get anything from that one. I do like the Fancy Face because, you know, she's Jamaican like myself, so I do have to support a fellow Caribbean sister. But the Color Story, maybe later on in the year I'll get it if it's still available, but the Color Story is the only Color Story I like was Tina's. Everything else was just not either too light or just not in my what I like. I mean, the Annette one was okay, I guess. I mean, I could see myself getting it, but on a sale. Because Odin's Eye, I don't know, like Beauty and the Frizz said, you know, Odin's Eye doesn't hold up very well if you keep swatching it, and that's become a worry for me because I have so much, like I'm like, I need you to hold up, like especially if you're charging me over $30, I need you to hold up. That's just my thing. But anyway, that's that. So then for highlighter, I know we're going in different order now. So highlighter, we are going to, so we used the Becca this week. We did. We got some use out of Becca, which I liked. Because, you know, Becca's been gone for quite some time, for a little bit now, not a long time, but quite some time now. So let's go ahead and, we haven't used this one in a while, but let's find something we haven't used in a while. we are going to use the Bare Minerals highlighter, and this is in the shade Fierce. So it's the Endless Glow highlighter from Bare Minerals. Like, this is some of the only things I have from Bare Minerals, actually, because they don't really make anything that suits me. And I don't say that to be disrespectful. It's just the truth. Okay. Are you guys able to see what we're seeing here? Good. Let's go ahead and grab some lip products. So since this is... Oh, let me show you what the palette looks like. Did I do that? I probably did not. I'm sorry, you guys. My dog lives here, so she's, you know, in the shots. She, of course, ripped her bed apart again. So, you know, whatever. So this is what we're working with this week for the palette, the Flora Story palette. So I want to make sure that this time around, let me put this part away. We pick stuff that I don't like feel like it's wrong for the whatevers. So I want to use this. I purchased this on sale. So it's the NYX. This is Milky Gloss, and this is Strawberry Horchata. And so I want to use that one. And I want to pick something over here. And so let's go ahead and we're going to pick out, let's see, what would be a good one to go with that? Okay, let's, oh, oh, why are you over there? Okay, so I'm going to use Plastic Surgery. This is what that shade looks like. So I think this will be a really nice addition to the to what I need to wear, or to what the color would be. So I'm going to use Plastic Surgery. I think everything else is put away. Just want to make sure of that. Okay. Yep, I think that's a good option. And then from here, we are going to grab one of these. I think I'm going to go with this one right here. It's the incredible, what is this? Serve Up Jammy Lips, your incredible lacquer lip tint. And this is in Fruity Feels. And this is what it looks like. I don't want to twist it up too much because once you twist it up, you can't twist it back down. Okay, so then let us grab a MAC lipstick. Can you guys see? Okay, let's pull you forward, MAC. I want to go with a nude lip. And what should we do? Like, do we want to do a peachy nude, or let's do this one in Shy Girl. So it's a cream sheen shade in Shy Girl. And then we're going to do an Unearthly Cosmetics. And let's go ahead and do Angela. I know she's dark. I know she's dark, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to do Angela. So, yeah, we're going to do Angela. Okay. All right, I think then we just need to pick out our foundations. And for foundation, I feel like, I want to do a little bit of a mix. So I want to do, this is the L'Oreal True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum in the shade 7-8. And then I want to do this Kosas Tinted Face Oil in the shade 8.2. I think this one's being discontinued, reformulated, or a combination of both. So it's on sale at Sephora right now, but I want to give it like a good old college try to make sure that, to see if I really like it. That's the only thing I have in my collection from Kosas. I don't have anything else. We're gonna do the Stay Naked in the shade 70 NY for concealer, and then we're also going to do the Born This Way Ethereal Light in the shade Honey Graham. I don't know, however you say it. All right, so that's what we're doing there. Put those over there, put this here. Next up, we are doing for powder. Let us do the Fenty powder. We haven't done her in a while. So Fenty Hazelnut Pro Filter powder. This is what she looks like. That's what we're doing. Then we want to finish our face with the Guerlain Meteorites. And this is in Electric Pearl. Is it Electric Pearl? Yep. As you guys know, they're coming out with new ones, you know. All right, so here is what they look like, those balls. Okay, anyway. So Guerlain's coming out with new ones, so that's nice. For bronzer, we are going to go into... All right, let's pull out our Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury Cream Bronzer. And this is in the shade Tan. I went down a shade because I feel like the lighter, like a one shade lighter, is like a better fit for my face. Then we are going to go with the MAC Delphic Bronzer. She's, you know, she's getting a little bit of like, we are about to see hit a pan, hopefully. And then let us, okay, move that around a little bit. I think we put everything back there. We're going to put you here to just ensure that we have the space. And then here again is another look at what we have so far. Now we've got to grab our primers, and I think for primer this week, based on what we have already picked out, let's go ahead and get in a little bit of use of the Bobbi Brown face base. We are going to do, let's see, let's do the P. Louise in the shade, do we want to do 2.5 or we want to do, let's do 3. So we're going to do the P. Louise in 3, and then we're going to do the gel, the Liquid Life Gel Base from Death and Custom Candy. We haven't done that. So that's what we're doing. Actually, no, I haven't done this one in, have I worn the Tula one in a while? No, you know what? I'm going to do the Bobbi Brown one. And then next week, if I remember, I'll do the Tula. Okay. So then I think that should... Oh, no. We need a setting spray. So let's do... For setting spray, let's go in with the Everyday Vacay Ciate London setting spray. And let's still do the Smashbox Primer Water, because we have only this much left and we want to get it done. So we can chalk that up as an empty. Okay, so I think that is it. We've gotten, oh, we need a blush. So for blush, you guys, based on what we have out there, let's go ahead and do ooh. Okay, so for blush, let's do this MAC Sweet Vision Magic Dust Powder. I like to use this for blush because it shows up on me like really nicely, like a nice flush. So I think I'm going to use this. I sometimes multi-purpose my things as other things, as you know, because that's just how we roll. And we're just going to add these last few things in here. And here you have it, guys. This is the Shop My Stash for this week. Thank you so much for joining. I will let you guys know in our little mini reviews what we think of these. You guys know I'm pretty, I feel like I'm very honest when it comes to these products, because, you know, we're spending our money on these, so we need to know the truth. We don't need half truths. We don't need like made up truths. We need the real truth, the actual truth. So we'll keep it pushing. Thank you so much for joining us in this journey. Thank you for supporting us by watching our videos and commenting and subscribing. We'll talk to you in our next video. Sasha, say bye to the people. Bye, my sweet honeybees. Have a good day.